Thank you. All right, I'm Cielo Queen. I'm a nurse by profession. Nilisomea Kenya, nikaishi Kenya until worked for almost 7 years. Then nikakuja US kama nurse. Other than that, I'm not married. Siwezi sema niko single because I'm seeing someone and sina watoto bado. Sitaki maswali za nipeane namba, sinanga namba. Karibuni, I have this account. Nilifungua just during COVID. Then what? Imegrow tu venye nimekuja huku juu nilikujanga States 2 years ago. No, hata haijafika 2 years. Ilikuwa last year. Wacha nisema 2 years. Last year January ndo nimeanza kufanya kazi huku. Nilikuwa na like 60k lakini nimefika hapo hivyo. Of course niliverify juu venye nilikuja Kenya, and I was verified because my first video went viral. It was like a big thing, and me nilikuwa tu na joke, sikuwa najua nini nafanya TikTok. But I've posted several things about coming to the US, and I've answered so many questions on my wall. Kuna videos baka nimezipanga somewhere, nitaonyesha baadaye. And that's pretty much it. Kuna kitu nimekumbuka sijasema, but I have flight of ideas. Nimetoka night shift, nimelala 1 hour, so mtanisamee at some point.
Sawa, tuendelee. So najua wewe na watu wengi pia wanataka kujua jinsi ya kupiga US kama nurses and nurse aid. Hizo ndio mbili nimeona watu wengi wanauliza, na study visa gusia ile unaona kidogo uko na information about it.
Okay. So mimi nilikujanga, I love traveling a lot. I love traveling a lot, and the reason I came to the US, it's personal reasons that I did nothing, but by the end of it all, my plan was to come to the US eventually. It was personal reasons, but also the other reason was mainly to leave Kenya nikuje nifanye kazi outside Kenya. Initially I wanted to go to Europe kwa sana, but kuna time a friend of mine just invited me. It was like my birthday treat, akaniita hapa hivi nikapata, I was lucky nikapata visitor visa ya kuja States in 2017. And when I got here, I was like, wait, these roads are good. Hakuna jam, kila pale ni kusafi, hospitali zinakaa mzuri, the system is organized. Why am I staying in Kenya to be paid vibaya na bado tu by the end of it all? Nobody cares. I also want money. Like, let's not lie to each other. Tunafanya kazi juu ni calling gani sangapi. Mwezi niambia mtamka kila siku kwenda kutukanwa na watu. By the way, wagonjwa ututusi tumezoea. Kwenda kutukanwa na wagonjwa, utukanwa na madaktari Kenya. Madaktari watukanangi watu wako na heshima zao. And then unalipwa vibaya by the end of it all. That's not a calling, my guy. Ni vile tu una choice. So yeah, nikafika huku nikaona. Then there was Hurricane Katrina when I was here. So my friend is actually a medic, not a paramedic. He's a medic, he's a doctor, ED doctor. Akaniambia, mimi nikamwambia, can I apply to volunteer to go and work in Hurricane Katrina, because I was here for the whole month. Tukajaribu ku apply. I got this agency called O'Grady Payton online. Waka receive application, then they told me, unfortunately you can't practice unless uko na license ya, hata kama ni voluntary work, unless uko na license ya US, you cannot practice in the US for no reason. Hata kusaidia mtu kwa street wezi kwa sababu hauna license iko valid US. Nobody can prove that you're actually a nurse. Nikamwambia, yeah, that's okay, but wakaniambia, but we can help you relocate to the US as a nurse. Nani atakata story kai. So the roads were good. Ilikuwa tu time ya summer, so huku kuna ka vizuri time ya summer. It's green and nice and it's just beautiful. Nikarudi nyumbani nikaanza ku apply. Nilikuwa na option ya kukaa, but nikaona siwezi kaa in a country without a plan. So I went back to Kenya, and I'm not the kind of person who wants to get married and then decide. Nilikuwa na hiyo choice ya ku get married, get papers and stay. But we are different. That's not my thing. Siwezi taka kujiput in a situation where I want to do something and I cannot because I don't have a license, I don't have a way out, I don't have my own money. Now that's not me. That's not me. It doesn't work for me. So nikarudi Kenya, and then I applied. So there are many agencies that bring people. So ukiona swali utaniuliza. Yeah. So there are many agencies that bring nurses to the US. I will mention a few. Kuna O'Grady Payton, the one I came with. Kuna Avant Nursing. Kuna MedPro International. Kuna hebu nisaidie.
Na Shearwater.
Yeah, Shearwater.
Shearwater hiyo ingine ambayo inaitwa Adavia.
Adavia, yes. Adavia. That's like 5 or 6. Ni wengi. But those agencies only employ nurses. Only nurses, by the way. So msi apply kwao thinking they take everyone. So that's one thing with them. Only nurses, and you just have to be a registered nurse and practicing in Kenya. So I applied to them. Then they gave me the requirements for Grady Payton. Almost all the agencies have the same requirements, except a few difference, of which when you apply to them, they give you all this information. Kindly type them. I cannot type you. O'Grady Payton. Najaribu kufikiria vile nitatype.
Kuna watu wanazijua hapa Frida, kuna watu wanazijua. Tuko na nurses among us wanazijua, wanaweza tutaipia, utaona zikitaipiwa hapo hizo agents.
Perfect, even perfect. All right. So those who don't know, please just ask. You don't know, mtu atakutaga atakujibu. And then keep up with the 350 of you. So good luck. I applied to them. O'Grady Payton told me their first requirement is you have to do an English test. Now, not all agencies want you to do the English test. So don't do the English test unless you are asked to do it. Agencies like Avant Nursing and MedPro International, you do the English test ukishamalizana na process uko the end of it all. But O'Grady Payton, you start with the English test. So I did my English test. Mimi of course nilikuwa katikati ya kutravel. I think I was going somewhere in West Africa. So harakati za kuzunguka I was not concentrated on what I was doing when I was applying for the English test. I applied for the wrong English test. I'm sure watu wengi sana wamefanya hivyo. I applied for general. I did not know because niliuliza mtu akaniambia just apply general. Nikadhani jua amefanya process, nikadhani anajua na ameni advice vizuri. Hata mimi mwenyewe nikuja kwanza kujiuliza baadaye huyu mtu alikuwa ananitakia mazuri ama nini, because you know how much an English test is right now. It's 20 something K. I think 25K. It was 20K when I was doing.
30,000.
Wow. When I was doing it was 22K, I think. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So don't do it unless you're sure you are ready to, because that is a lot of money and it expires after 1 year. That's what people don't tell you. It expires after 1 year. Ni 1 ama 2?
After 2 years? 2.
Oh, 2 years.
2 years.
Yes, okay, sawa. Poleni, mimi information zangu zingine si ya 100%. Sijaenda kwa Google, nimeamka kutoka kitanda nikakuja hapa hivi. And then I of course nilipita, but nilipata 7, but I did the wrong exam. So I had to do it again to apply and I delayed almost 2 months. Eventually nikafanya. O'Grady Payton will take you through the process and the requirements as soon as you apply with them. So when I presented my English exam, wakanitumia what I need, like so many documents za kusign and what is expected of me. Among what is expected, kuna mtu anasema IELTS is 36K.
Imebadilika lakini anyway sawa.
Okay. Alva na see you. Alva na mengia hapa kwa down. Nikatumana documents and then no, they need you to send your papers and your documents. So I sent all my documents as instructed, and then you need to be verified by the nursing board in the US. So it's like the Nursing Council of Kenya, but now near US. What they need you to do is present your papers from, of course, high school certificate. They need you to present nursing certificates that you finished. Unajua kimazanga shule, of course, unaenda ukigraduate kuna documents you're given. Thank you so much, guys, for the gifts. Then there's documents from the hospital. was it the hospital? The School of Nursing, sorry. School of Nursing. I'm saying hospital because I studied in a hospital. Nilisoma Nairobi Hospital, mimi.
Oh, okay.
So it's School of Nursing, the Nursing Board, Nursing Council of Kenya, and then high school certificates. All those documents you send to the Nursing Board in the US. They will pick the state. I was sending mine to Chicago. So there's normally different. Chicago, they will send you to maybe Texas. They will send you to different places depending on where the agency is and where they have vacancy. So at that time, Chicago had vacancies. I sent my document to Chicago. Now that is my own expenses.
Okay. It's your own money.
Cool. Yeah, it's your own money. You obtaining
agent anakuambia tuma hiki mahali kama ni CGFNS anakuambia tuma this and that.
Yes.
Kama ni board.
Yeah. So kuna papers unapewa unapeleka School of Nursing where you studied your nursing for them to sign and approve that you actually went through their school, and they actually send documents like transcripts. Wanatumana mpaka transcripts zako to the Board of Nursing on this other side. Same as Nursing Council. Kuna paper unapeleka, they fill and sign, and they send it themselves to the Board of Nursing in the US. So you'll still pay for the transportation. The courier services. Yeah. You still pay for that. And then after I was done with that, I did a test before this. There was like an aptitude test. It's like, all right. So courier services unatumana hizo documents nimwambia. Once you send them, they will, nimwambia before you send all these documents, unakuwa umefanya an aptitude test, like an English test, and then aptitude test inakuwa gato Google. It's like general questions you're asked for in any interview. So that's part of it. And then the other one is like nursing questions that it's like 60 questions just to prove or to confirm that you actually know what you're doing and you're actually a nurse, which is required by any field. If you are to apply for a job in any field for certification, you have to do that. Once I was done sending my documents, they required me to send $200, like a commitment fee by your Grady Payton. But they tell you you're basically being sent you're paying for them to send you the documents for studying, like your books, study materials. The other agencies don't have that. Like Avant Nursing, Medpro, they do not have that part of Yakulipa 20K. So Grady Payton, the only difference between them and the rest, near 20K. 20K. Once you do that, you have a rigorous 6 months period where you are studying as you wait for the nakumbuka tumeshatumana documents to the US, to the it's called CGFNS, the Board of Nursing in this other side. So as you wait for the approval of that, you are rigorously in a situation where you're studying and they're coaching you and they have you online doing exams and they're actually assessing and look at what you're doing. So it's like you're being coached for 6 months, doing question and answers, study materials uko nazo, back and forth, unafanya exams, unaambiwa you need to do this better, you're communicating with them the whole time. And then by the end of the 6 months, you have to do an exam to show that you're actually ready for the final exam. All these 6 months is in preparation to go and do an exam called NCLEX. NCLEX is like the final, not even the final, it's like the Board of Nursing exam ya Kenya. Unaona ukimaliza nursing school hivyo hizo maachana na hizo exams za shule, kuna ya Nursing Council.
NCLEX ni kama
So Nursing Council ya huku inaitwa NCLEX na inafanywa na Canada na US. So that's what you're being prepared for. It's as soon as you're done with the 6 months, most of the time inakuwaga at that point the nursing board has already certified your papers and proved that you actually qualify. And as you wait in between, there's a point where you're going to do to go to the I'm sorry, mimi nakuwaga na a lot of small words coming in, so and all that is inakuwaga part of me. At that point, in between, you have to go to get certificate of good conduct. So unaendanga kwa police department. Mi nilikuwa Nairobi, of course nilienda Kiambu. And then at the same time, you are being sent a paper or a form by the FBI that you need to have your fingerprints put on. And this can only be done at the police station or at the police headquarters. Mine was done at Kiambu. I used to live in Pangani. I was just next to Apoyo Muthaiga, so like it was closer for me. So we did the fingerprints. DCI, yes, it's Pauline, thank you. It's the DCI. We did that, and then now started by the end of it all, now the 6 months zilikuwa zimeisha, nikapita exam yangu. It's not a very easy exam, and it's not very hard. It's very few people who can fail that exam, but as a Kenyan, my guys, sisi ni watu wa bright. Vitu zingine ni ngumu kuanguka. As in, mimi si kusoma sana, spenda kusoma, but if there's anything I don't like doing, mimi ni wale wa kusoma online, na sijui hata nini nasoma juu kazi yangu ni copy paste assignments na kutumana. But I'm sure many of us do that. So
kuna kuku hapa between me na wewe na Pauline, kuna mtu ako na kuku.
Nimeacha kutap.
Machakuta ona tap. Mimi sina kuku kwa nyumba bado. Sijatafuta, sijakuwa Mluya.